So your endurance and stamina sucks. On court, off court, and in the bed. Well, no worries, because today we're going to show you the 3 types of training that you can do to maximize your performance so you can outpace your opponents. Our first type of training is going to be the on-court or off-court interval training and conditioning. This type of training is going to be exercise that you can do by yourself to increase your physical abilities. I'm going to give you 5 examples. Our first exercise is going to be high knees. When doing this exercise, make sure your knees come all the way up. So what you want to be doing is holding your hand up so that your knees are hitting your hand. Now what this exercise is going to be doing is 1, engaging your core because you're going to have to be tucking your core each time you come up. And secondly, what it's going to do is increase the strength of your calf and ankle muscles because you're going to be pushing off this really fast in an isolated spot. And that's going to give you a lot of this jumping endurance, which is what you're going to need when you're moving around on court. Our second exercise is going to be the tuck jump. So similar to high knees, but this time when we come up with both feet and we want to tuck it all the way to our chest and come down before we land. Now ideally when you're doing this exercise, you come up all the way, tuck, extend, and then land. Now what this exercise is going to be really good for is for those opportunities when you have to jump smash or just jump on both feet, you got to come up. And why the tuck is important is when you're coming up, you need to have that strong core. So you're making sure your core is engaged throughout the whole tuck jump. And as you finish, you want to finish in the air before you come down. Our third exercise is going to be the footwork twists. Now what this is going to be is we're going to stand in our ready position. We're going to move 1 forward, back, front, back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back. And we want to do this as fast as possible. Now what this exercise does is helps with your change of direction on the court. Change, 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 change. And this is going to be super important because the fastest way to move faster on court is to change direction faster. Our fourth exercise is going to be quick feet. Now we're just going to be in our ready position and going left, right, as fast as we can. And why this exercise is important is because this is going to help us practice pushing off in every direction very quickly. So when the shot comes, boom, we can instantly push off and adjust to the direction that we need to go. Our last exercise is going to be lunge jumps. So we're going to go out into our full lunge, make sure 90 degrees and extended. And from here, we're going to lunge to the other side. When we're doing this exercise, you want to make sure your knee is never past your toe because then you're going to be having knee injury. You want to feel all of your strength back here on your glutes, okay, and supporting, and your back toe can drag. Now, of course, this is essential for practicing strong lunges so you can lunge there and come back. Our next section is going to be single burr training, and I'm going to give you the 3 top exercises to help you improve your endurance and your stamina. Our first exercise is going to be drop net exercise. Now, if you're more beginner, you can use this in pattern training. So back, front, back, front. But if you're more advanced, you can do this in a more random order. So you can go back, back, front, 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 back, however the feeder wants to feed you. Now, when you're doing this exercise, it's crucial that you're getting every shot high, the net, and high in the back. Because although the feeder is feeding slow for you, what you're focusing on is consistent and fast movement around the court. Our next exercise is going to be the backcourt isolation. So what you're going to be doing is making sure you can only hit to the back 2 corners of the court while your opponent can hit to your full court. This is going to make sure that you have very consistent shots, all hitting high and all the way to the back of the court while working on your endurance because you are not able to kill your opponent. All you can do is wear them down until they make a mistake. Now the last version of this, which is the most difficult, is front court isolation. What this is going to work on is not only your ability to move quickly around the court because the feeder is going to be feeding close to the net, making faster shots. Secondly, you're going to have to play much safer because you can make mistakes hitting into the net compared to hitting to the back of the court. Our last segment is multi-training, and there are 2 main drills that you need to be doing here. First drill, and one of the most essential ones, is always the smash net. Now when you're doing the smash net, make sure you're not smashing with 100% power. Just around 80% power is okay, but you're coming up to follow and kill at the net. Working on this drill again is a lot about consistency. You want to have consistent power throughout the whole drill rather than going hard at first and then burning out later on. Our second drill for multi is going to be full court scramble. And what this is going to do is focus on consistent and smooth movement throughout. And again, with all of these drills, you want to focus on consistency and smoothness. You want to have the same speed throughout so that you are building an equal level of endurance throughout your play. And that's how you increase your endurance and stamina in 3 simple steps. Comment down below why your endurance sucks, and we'll see you next time.